Hey guys, Lancer here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks again for joining me. Look into some more MTG market movers for the day. Now let's start off with Colossus of Sardia. So this is from Antiquities, pretty creepy looking art. It actually did get quite a bit of a spike, especially since 2020. But $14 to now sitting around about $36. Nothing crazy, not on the reserve list. There's a couple of other printings of it where it's much cheaper, 44 cents. So it really does depend on what you want this card for. Obviously, Antiquities is a rare set. It had a huge spike in the last couple of days, or sorry, this day, which seems unwarranted. I can't see any real reason for it, so you might want to be careful. This could be a buyout. Next is Artifact and Mutation from Secret Lairs. So this is another one of those Secret Lairs where the card itself probably costs about 42 cents. So the Secret Lair sitting around about $3 is actually okay. You really probably need to figure out if this is the kind of card that you want to get, and also how many more of these Secret Lairs will come onto the scene once everyone, I guess, buys them out and then starts selling them again for profit. Next, Mishra's Factories, the Spring card, looks nice. From Antiquities, so this is another one of those really hard to find Antiquities cards. Started off with $33 in January 21st, now sitting at about $100. So that's a pretty big change, almost 3 times as much. Obviously, you're getting this for the Antiquities and the Spring Edition. There are some more expensive versions of this from Antiquities. There's the Summer, the Winter, and the Autumn, I guess. As explained to me, they're all different variations. They're all different rarity. So it depends on which ones you actually want for your collection. Strip mine for Antiquities. I'm getting that. I've said that word so many times, it's lost all meaning. Very spiky. It looks like there's a lot of manipulation for this. Sitting at $140 on TCG. 4th edition for this, $16. If you wanted to get the Antiquities, you're going to get the only black border. Oh no, the From the Vault is $40. The Antiquities are fine. It's also Zendikar Expedition, where you can get a $21 one for Zendikar Renaissance. I never heard of that set. Not applicable for pricing either. Strange. Anyways, I would probably keep an eye on this kind of card. The spikes seem to be calming down a bit, but it did get an increase today of almost 17%. Iron Mire from Planechase. Very interesting. 73 cents card that's now sitting at $1.35, almost doubled in price. You can get it for about 35 cents on Scars and Mirrodin, but most likely this is going to go up as well. In fact, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't gone up. As far as the pricing goes, it looks like the only one that's actually moved up is the Planechase version. This has moved up, but nowhere near the amount of the Planechase. So yeah, okay. It's gone up from 12 cents to now 30 cents, which is kind of the same gain, but it's just not sitting at the same price point. Heedless One from Dual Decks Anthology. Very spiky card, probably not many of them out there. Now sitting at around about $2. It is one that you probably want to watch out for because it's 17% gain today. Feels like it's a bit of a buyout unless you expect to find a cheaper one than $2. Then you can probably, if you want, get it. I just don't think it's that worth it in my mind. Tagam Ojitu Master. Now this is one of the dragon cards. It probably spiked once people realized you could actually use dragons with it or do some stuff with dragons. It's probably going to continue going up more than what it is already. Started at $1.67 in May 19, but now sitting at almost $9 in the market price. I'm not too sure if I have this guy, but he's a dragon themed card in a blue and white colors. So that's pretty much him. Pandemonium from Time Shifted. We covered this guy in the last couple of days, or this card. It has got a large increase. I think it's almost 17% today. I feel like, and you can see quite easily, that it's been very manipulated. Like, look at these spikes. Nowhere in its history has it had spikes like what's happening in the last couple of days, where it's big ups and downs for buyouts probably. So it's not exactly an expensive card, but it really does depend on if you can find value for a card like this in your deck. Wear and Tear, really good card for white and red decks. Actually, there's nothing bad to say about it. Started off at 53 cents just a couple of weeks ago, now sitting at almost $2. So that's a 4 times gain. All of the other versions of it are sitting at the same price. Good card, but if you didn't pick it up now, if you didn't pick it up before, maybe late. But $2 isn't really a massive money sink either. Raya Dawnbringer from Dual Decks Anthology. Now this is not one of those cards where the dual decks, and this card is in a lot of premium content. So it's in, not too sure about Invasion, but it's got Game Day, it's got dual decks, it's got Conspiracy. All of those are kind of unique. So the price point of $2 might not be as special as you think, because every one of these is kind of unique in itself. Sarkam Unbroken. So Sarkam had a bit of a dip yesterday, I think, about 10%. But at the same time, he's gaining consistently every day. He is great in a dragon deck. He is pretty cool for... Oh my god. His fancy version is now sitting at $100. Yeah, I think that he will calm down soon, but for now, it looks like he is hitting his peaks. Infernal Medusa. Now, this is one of those cards that was heavily manipulated just a couple of days ago. Oh, sorry, March 1st. So, no, sorry. This would have been like 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, so it peaked crazy. $91, massive amount of manipulation. People bought out the entire set, started selling them or pricing them for huge price points. Got a bit of a spike again. Now it's starting to dip back. It's on the map because of this little tiny spike that would have been just a couple of percentage, probably about 20%, 15 to 20%. 14%, sorry. So I think a card like this is manipulated, reserve list, not on it. $9, Legends, yeah, Legends is good. The artwork is unique. If you wanted to get it, you would not be getting it for resale at this price unless you really expect it to go up in the next couple of years. And the one normal card for the day. So everything else kind of felt a bit weird to be on this list, but Nature's Will, very straightforward gain. Actually quite a powerful card. Started at $9 in 2020, March 10, 2020. Now sitting at $33, so 3 times. Nothing too crazy. $25 on TCG, so, with inflation, maybe it's actually more accurate than people think. Next is Standard from MTG Goldfish. So Prismari Command. I think I valued this one as one of the best commands from Strixhaven, but I don't remember that video anymore. Righteous Valkyrie, another 10% gain. Biggest drop, 8% gain for Fighter Class, but that had a huge gain in the last couple of weeks. 9% drop, 8% drop. 9% drop for Nylea. Keen-Eyed. 12% gain for the week for Omnath Locus of Creation, now sitting at $12.46. Big in the elemental decks, obviously. For Pioneer, Razak the Foul-Blooded had a 4% gain, but outside of that, there's a 7% gain for Indomitable Creativity, sitting at $7. Very quiet day. Very quiet drop for any of the cards. Sarkam Unbroken sitting at a 40% gain for the week, sitting at $16.63. Nothing crazy. And for Modern, Nature's Will sitting at another 13% gain to sit a lot. $34.55, that's quite a lot for the day. 29% for Fracturing Gust to sit at $50. 23% gain for Pithing Needles, now sitting at $15 as well. Is that a coincidence? Sulphurous Spring, 10% gain. Biggest drop, Twilight Mire dropping down by 19%, and Defense Grid dropping down by 10%. Nothing else really from the weekly. It's all predictable. It's exactly what we talked about in the last couple of days, especially Fracturing Gust. That's a big card that's been on the list every single day, and it's sitting at $15. So outside of that, guys, I might make another video. I really want to talk about... Actually, you know what? I'll just do it in this video. If you guys stick around until the end, the reserve list revised dual lands. What I want to cover is that not all of them are behaving what I would expect. So in the last couple of weeks, we had a very predictable pattern. You'd have a gain, then it would drop, then it would gain, and then it would flatline, then it would gain, and then it would flatline. So are we now in the flatline part? Have we had all of the stimulus that we can possibly get? No one's really having trouble finding a job and all that stuff. So things should stabilize. So is this now the stabilized price? $360 for $366 for Scrublands. Tiger, you can see kind of overshot, but it looks like it's coming back down to touch its average, which is unusual. The overshoot normally happens just before it continues dipping or flatlining. So Tiger, dipping or flatlining. Tropical Island, dipping and flatlining. Tundra, same thing. Underground Sea, same thing. Volcanic Island, same. Badlands, same. Plateau, actually looks like it's dipping a lot. And Bayou, the one unusual one that I was watching and I'm like, what is going on here? It's actually just continually increasing, but maybe it won't be for long. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's a quick one. I'll leave you guys to let me know if you think that the revised due lands are now going to flatline for at least the next couple of months, and or if you think they're going to gain or drop. Just let me know. Thanks again and have a good one. See ya.